did I really just say that? Did I do it again? Is there something I'm missing? Is it all in my head? I've got this feeling like we've been here before. Please tell me you like this. Please.
Recording! Yay!
Yay!
So hi everybody. So today this is a little like different than my usual stuff, but it is also a part 2, so it's not that different from my usual stuff because there is a precedent. But instead of Taco Tuesday and instead of a short chat log, you will be getting a Flightless Bird special interest, which is what I call the podcast where I talk to people about stuff. And me and Mally talk about books, we talk about sex education, and right now, today, it's sex education.
Yeah.
And consent. Yay, it's the fun one. Not the one where I have to read a terrible book and get very angry.
I mean, I think that's also fun, but yes.
It really is, honestly. I had a really great time last time. Not the part where I was physically reading the book. That part sucked, but the jokes about it were really worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And so we are still planning on, we are just dragging our feet on the next episode of Bad Bird Book Club because we're doing Haunting Adeline, book 1 and 2, and I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it.
There's 2 of them?
Yeah, it's a duet.
Oh my god.
And I've read 60% of the first one. So Mally's gonna read the first one and present it, and I'm gonna read the second one. Which I bet it doesn't get better. I'm gonna
I like, if you ever feel like you can't ever follow your dreams.
Somebody got so famous from this
Yes.
Absolute trash.
People like garbage, so if you ever feel like your stuff isn't good enough,
yeah,
The Haunting of Adeline got published. It is a thing.
So did 50 Shades of Grey. Chase your dreams. You know,
yes.
Shoot for the moon. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some sex education today, and the form of this. If you listen to the last one, which I made everybody on this call do this week, so that we were fresh in our minds, and I listened to it last night. And so I'm gonna promise you guys, if you listen to the first one, I'm gonna promise this one has less anal in it.
You can't promise that if all we've recorded.
That's
God
true.
damn it.
That's true. Like, ooh, so there might be less anal in it.
God damn it. Well, I'm done.
you hang it
I'm
up
leaving.
now. Thunder signed on specifically for the anal talk. Yeah, I'm just saying things about you now. I'm just putting that out. I haven't even had you introduce yourself yet, and I've already told them you're here for the anal talk. I'm sorry that this is how I am as a person. I'm trying to work on it.
You put me on blast like that.
I mean, that's all you've been saying in the group chat for weeks is, when are we going to talk about anal? And we're like, oh my god, Thunder, not now.
I want the butt stuff. I want
Yeah.
fingering in the butt.
The scissor fingers in the butt. It's a classic move.
Yes.
So anyways, this is Sex Education, Kink, and Consent. And today, me, Mally, and Thunder, say hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
We are going to talk to you guys about some like common misconceptions that you would really, really hope that people are smart enough to know is not true. But the fact of these chat logs that I read on my channel, that fact, that disproves it. That lots of people actually do, unfortunately, believe these sorts of things. And it's not just me saying that based off of chat logs. I also went through some of the top posts on the subreddit r/bad women's anatomy and compiled a few some things that I would like to clear up. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some of the misconceptions that we personally had growing up and see how dumb we all were as kids. And that will, I'm sure, beget the conversation as to why sex education is important. Because some of the stuff that I believed, sex education would have really helped me out. Just like really helped me out from in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So before we get into it, we're gonna do the opening of this. So if you don't know, this is Flightless Bird Special Interest. This is a podcast about things that people are passionate about. Mally and I happen to be passionate about sex education, kink, and consent. So this is ours. But however, if there's a subject that you're interested in that you would like me to do a podcast on, leave me a comment. I'm sure somebody in the Discord would be willing to record and would be an expert in that field. So we have like other things that we're going to cover. Like, again, we're going to do books again at some point because we're also very passionate about bad literature. We had wrestling. We can do video games, stuff like that. Whatever you guys are interested in and would like an episode on, let me know.
We should do one about Borderlands.
Oh, about Borderlands? Yeah, we honestly probably should just explain how rad Borderlands is for an hour and a half or whatever.
That is top quality content.
Yeah, I'd listen to it, quite frankly. I think I would be the only one. But
I don't know anything about I don't know anything about video games, but I would listen. I want to support.
See, you would because you're so polite.
Yes.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Aw, you're all the best. This is just what it is, like pretty much all day in this particular group chat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just us all supporting each other, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so nice. I'm so glad I met you guys.
We're glad we met you as well.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, we had Thunder on because Thunder's thinking about reading some chat logs with Mally, a little bit of hair horror, which if you're listening to this, I know you're listening to hair horror. You have to be, right? Right? Because
you're not, you better be now.
You have to. Her channel will be in the video description, so you should check that out. But she's thinking about reading some chat logs, and we thought maybe this would be a nice way to ease her into recording and learning how to, deal with the giant personality that Mally is. She's so impossible to record with.
She is a diva.
Yeah.
She's so demanding. She's always like, okay, whenever you're ready. And stuff like that. It's the worst. She's pleasant and talkative and wonderful. It's just terrible to record with her. Awful. Okay.
Making me blush.
Oh, I hope so. I bet you're adorable when you blush. Okay, so we're going to get into some of this. So this is a big one. We're going to start from my list. This is a huge one. Apparently, a lot of you need to learn this because it's in like every other chat log. And I've brought it up on Taco Tuesday before many times. So rubbing boobs doesn't make them bigger. You can rub boobs as long as you want. That's not going to do anything. It's just not. And I don't know I don't know who needs to hear that. And I know it seems a little bit like common sense, but there is a lot of people that need to hear that rubbing them does nothing. Same thing with, just in case you were wondering, same thing with butt cheeks. They don't get bigger. Same thing with knees. In fact, any part of your body rubbing it doesn't make it bigger. Well, there's the one part.
There is one part.
There is the one part.
Do you think that's where it came from? That like guys have been like, well, if I rub this part of me, then it gets bigger. So that must be the case for all the rest of the body too.
Well,
that is sound logic.
By that logic, the boobs would then have to shrink back down when you stop rubbing them.
Okay, but maybe that like you just expect that the pre-shrunken.
Pre-shrunken, like a cotton t-shirt you run through the cold again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already pre-shrunk. Nice. Yeah, and I mean, if that was true, why would there be flat-chested people? Do you think nobody's rubbing their boobies? Do you think nobody's rubbing? Like, do you think, like, oh my god? And so, another thing about boobs is having sex doesn't make them bigger either, which is another thing that comes up in these chat logs so often. Like, oh yeah, once you lose your virginity, your boobs are going to get bigger. No, it's just that puberty tends to coincide right around when people start to become sexually active. It's just, it seems like right around then your boobs kind of explode a little bit, but it's not the act of having sex. Like, I don't know who needs to hear that.
Lots of people, apparently.
Mostly men, I'm hoping.
Oh, man.
There's a woman out there listening to this like, well, I had sex and I got D cups after. Like, good for you, but it's not standard. I always get one comment every time I make an absolute like that. I always get one comment that's like, actually, well. So have you guys heard of this? Thigh gaps are not due to someone losing their virginity. Have you heard that weird incel talking point that if you have a thigh gap, it means you're not a virgin anymore?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay. You haven't
No.
heard that? Oh my God. Okay. So there is this current insanity, but there's this current talking point that if you have a thigh gap, it means that you lost your virginity because your thighs naturally widen after you've been, I don't know how to say it other than broken in. Like, because that's how I've seen it referred to. Yeah. Like there's this popular post that I see in Bad Women's Anatomy, like reposted a lot, where it's like an anime character who has a thigh gap, and this person's like, oh, it looks like name of character lost their virginity or isn't a virgin anymore because she can no longer close her legs properly. And so if you haven't lost your virginity, your legs like connect at the top, I guess. Like, I don't know, but you have no thigh gap apparently.
Why are people so stupid?
But like, surely that's just got to do more with like the size of your thighs than anything else.
Though it's just the width and size of your hips and thighs. That's it, guys. That's it. Like, if I lost a lot of weight, I would have one because like I have really wide hips, but I'm like pretty heavy, so like they still like I don't have a thigh gap. But if I lost weight, that I would have one. But am I not a? Am I? You guys, am I a virgin? I don't have. I have to rewrite my entire history. I don't even know if I should be on this podcast right now. I thought that I had a lot of experience to speak from, but apparently I'm a virgin, so I have none. Sorry. I guess I'm done. We're 13 minutes in, and I guess the whole episode is over.
Yeah, pack it up, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. And and then I go on a quest to lose my virginity, and like every time I have sex with someone, I still don't have a thigh gap, and I'm like, fuck, it didn't happen. Damn it, what am I doing wrong? There's only the 4 holes down there. I checked. No, there's only 3 holes. For anyone out there who just went, oh fuck, that is another thing I don't know. There's only 3, I promise.
Yeah, we said that in the last episode.
Yeah, that was part of the last episode. I promise. I didn't lie to you guys. Yeah, so women don't have thigh gaps. Like I hate that I have to tell people these things. Oh, yeah. And here's another one. So there's another really, really like firmly held belief by men and women for some reason that breast size correlates to breast milk production when pregnant.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. No. Oh, geez. Oh. Why are people like this? Oh, that's right. Because we don't have proper sex education.
Yes, we need to have proper sex education, so I don't have to tell you people this.
As someone who did have sex education in school, it's honestly wild hearing what people believe. Like, I've never thought about most of this stuff.
Yeah, because you just learn it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like find out awkwardly in some terrible tragedy when you're an adult. So Thunder, did you have sex education growing up?
No, none. For the longest time, I thought that women couldn't have orgasms Like I had to be like this is so embarrassing. I had to be fingered by my boyfriend for and then I had an orgasm because I was like, "Oh yeah, women don't have orgasms." I was like 15.
Yeah, like I honestly lost my virginity before I even started masturbating just because I didn't know that women could do that. Like, and then like once I found out, I was like, oh, I don't think I know how to do that. So I'm just like too nervous. And I was like, I don't think. And then like men around me, like boys around me would say like it was a myth, women couldn't. And I would be like, well, I bet they would know, they're boys.
Boys
And
know.
yeah, because for some reason I just believed back then that boys knew stuff. I mean, and like I had a lot of groomers, but most of them weren't telling me that, you know, g- girls can't orgasm. But I didn't even realize that women masturbated, like because I'd never heard of it. Like there was tons and tons of jerk off jokes, like when I was in high school, but nobody ever made like female masturbation jokes. And so like it just no one ever talked about it. And it just never fucking occurred to me.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, I just I feel like purity culture has and I don't know how exactly how, but I do feel like purity culture plays a big role. I mean, at least it did like for me, like growing up because it was like you can't kiss, you can't hold hands, you can't and when we talked about this earlier, we thought that kissing made you pregnant.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like I legit thought that when I was like 11, like before I started being groomed and stuff. Like I was like, I think kissing makes you pregnant. I'm pretty sure.
yes. I thought that when because I knew that women could get I knew that babies came from like women's tummies, but I was like, where do they come out? Like and I believed this for a really long, like embarrassingly long time. I was like, well, the stomach has to open
Yeah,
somehow,
I mean, yeah, when
right?
you're young, that's logical.
but that is one thing that I thought too, is that they like came out of the belly button.
Yeah, because what else is that there for? You
Exactly.
know, it has to be an escape hatch. And like for me, my mom had two cesarean sections, you know, like
Oh,
so I knew her scar was there and she would say, that's where you came out. And so like I really thought like you did come out of the belly. And like I remember being like, oh, what? Ew. Like, no, not from there. Like, because that was for pee. What the fuck else would it? I mean, it's already for pee.
But
That's what it is for. Like, you know? And so if no one tells you these things, you're just left to come up with your own conclusions. And a lot of the misconceptions that people have, I can see like where they're coming from. Like where that misconception originates. Like holding hands makes you pregnant. Like that is for a lot of kids, that's as spicy of TV as you're allowed to see when you're growing up. So you don't know that there's a lot after that. Or,
yeah,
you know, so you know, you haven't been if you haven't been educated, your parents don't tell you. And then you're not getting it through media. Where are you getting it from? It's going to come from your own head because kids are always going to be curious. They have a lot of questions. And like that's why you need to start educating them, and you need to start educating them younger than you most people would like to do that, because a lot of people think like 12, 13, that's when it should start, but man, kids should start a lot earlier than that. Like at least the basics, like
yeah, I
what sex
mean,
is, where babies come from.
here we like in my primary school we had sex ed, and it wasn't like super graphic or anything, but that started at probably around 8.
Yeah, and that's when I think personally that's when I think it should start.
Yeah.
Because you learn so much about your body, and you learn about like the puberty that you're going to be going through is less jarring when you're
Mhm.
fully prepared for it. And like, you know, like some girls can get their periods as early as like 6, 7, 8, like
Yes.
in there.
oh
And
yeah,
that's going to be pretty scary if you're still in the babies come from the storks, like, you know, kind of like if you're
Yeah.
at that milestone. And so, unfortunately, most people are uncomfortable with it, but sex education should start very basically much younger so that kids are aware and are, I think that knowledge is never bad.
No.
Um, like the more knowledge you have, the better your choices are.
Hmm.
Well, and I know with my kid, anytime he ever had questions about anything, I would just tell the truth and I would say it in a very kid appropriate way. And he's not a deviant, he's normal.
Yeah.
Weird how that works.
Yeah,
You
like
tell the truth.
that weird fear that kids are gonna immediately start having sex if they know anything about it is
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah, it is wild. Well, and I just think like because he's got his cute little girlfriend now, and I don't think that they're doing anything. But like if they were, and okay, and I'm one of those who are like, I don't want to know about it. Like I don't, it's like probably something's happening, but like I don't want to because he's like my innocent little baby, sweet baby boy.
We all have our limits, the things that we can know about each other.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm confident that he knows that he's like fully prepared in that situation. But I think they're just kissing and holding hands. In my brain, that's all they're gonna do forever and ever and ever
Forever
and
and ever and
ever.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that actually having more knowledge about it makes kids like not all of them, because obviously there's statistical outliers in any case, but I think that having more knowledge about it makes kids less curious and therefore less likely to make the decision to have sex super early because their
Ah,
curiosity about it will be somewhat mollified.
yeah, for sure. Well, and also I think just having that line of communication open, like just knowing that if there's something I don't know, I can always talk to my parents about it.
Yeah, and like I felt like that with my mom. Like I think I would have rather died than talk to my dad about it. Um but I felt like that with my mom for the most part. Like I remember very clearly when I first had like the basics of such a sex education. I was about 13 and I was still in Catholic school. And so it was sanitized, but it was still like you got to give a Catholic school props for doing it at all. Like you wouldn't think a Catholic school would have a comprehensive sex education. So at least they tried. And so I remember I remember the factoid that it said, and I've Googled this since, and I can't find like the same statistics, so I don't know if it was true or not, but I remember very clearly it said that semen is ejaculated out of the penis at 28 miles per hour. And I
Oh,
remember not being able to estimate speeds as a kid and me thinking it goes off like a shotgun and like it's busting through a wall, like, and it made me laugh really hard. And like my mom was like, "What are you laughing about?" And I just told her, like I read it to her, and I was like, "I'm imagining it just like pounding down a wall." And I was like 13 years old, and she laughed about it, and she was like, "Yeah, no, it's not that fast." Like because I was like, "How does it not blow right out the top of her head?"
ugh.
She's like, "It's not that fast. You're a dork." And so like I felt like that with my mom, and I remember my mom's sex conversation with me started out with her saying, "The first thing you should know is that sex is one of the most fun things you can possibly do." And I remember thinking like later on that was a very unique way to open up the sex talk, especially if you don't want your kid to be having sex, saying like it literally is like some of the most you can have.
Mhm.
And so I thought that was an interesting start for her, and she always made it like it always sounded like something I should wait until I respect the person fully that I'm going to be having sex with. She never brought up like being in love or marriage or anything like that. Um just that she would hope that the person I chose would respect me as a person. And I always
That
like took
is,
that to heart.
aw, that's so sweet and very like, because your mom is a Christian, right? So you would think that,
Yeah, she's Catholic.
yeah, you would think that she would be like against that, you know, like, oh, don't have sex until you're married. But realistically, that's just not the reality for a lot of people.
Yeah,
So
and like I know my mom, she is not if she is one thing, she's not a hypocrite. And she had sex before marriage, so she would never expect me to hold to a standard that she herself was not holding herself to, you know?
mm-hmm. Aw, I love your mom. Every time I hear a story about your mom, I'm like, yes, adopt me, please.
She was a good love. She did a lot of stuff right. She did a lot of stuff wrong, but she did a lot of stuff right. She's a good lady. And like she always was, because I think the sex education at my Catholic school was voluntary, or maybe you had to get a permission slip before you were allowed into it.
Yeah, that's the way it was here.
Yeah, I
With
think
me.
that was it. And so like she had no problem with me like, choosing to take it. And she was like, she had the sex conversation with me like much earlier than that. So like I wasn't even unprepared when I went in, but I still, again, like I just knew the basics, but I still thought I wasn't sure exactly. I knew that like kissing was also part of it. And so I
Mhm.
thought that would lead to pregnancy. Like I wasn't super clear that it was specifically this and this because I think I was too young to really get it. But so I thought that kissing was sex and you got pregnant from sex. And so it just made sense in my head that was a thing that happened. But yeah, just in case there's anyone out there, you can't. You can't get pregnant from kissing. There's a 45-year-old man listening to this that just went, oh, okay. Okay.
That was my problem.
Honey, we have to do more than kiss. What?
We've been trying for a baby all this time, and it's just not worked out for us.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just keep kissing. Very passionately. I'm kissing as hard as I can.
LSDP.
What long, slow, deep
Deep and
passionate.
passionate. Yeah.
Yes. Fucking Hair Hora. He made his way in here. Vamp Daddy is here. Okay.
We love them.
We got really far off of breast size doesn't equate milk production. But it's okay. Like, because I don't think there's more to say on that. But the next one I have is pubic hair isn't unhygienic. So I still on Reddit see comments of people saying like, I do it for hygiene reasons. Pubic hair is not unhygienic.
Oh my God.
It's not. I mean, unless you're like eating all of your meals naked and you're getting crumbs in it.
Ew.
But as long as you are washing yourself properly, it's fine. Things don't live in there unless you have a sexually transmitted disease in the form of crabs. And then things do live in there and you should get that checked out. But also, did you guys know that shaving your pubic hair does not immediately cure you of crabs?
What?
That horrified me when I found that out in sex ed.
So it like burrows into your skin?
Yeah,
What?
it can be on the hair follicles, like underneath.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Ooh.
So you have to treat it like with meds. But yeah, so there you go. So you guys learned something today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pubic hair is unhygienic. Leg hair on women is normal. Arm hair on women is normal. Like I've also seen some people on Bad Women's Anatomy say that like if you eat meat, that's why you have arm hair, because you're not vegan. If you're vegan, you'd be hairless, because that's the correct diet. And like if a woman has arm hair, that means there's something wrong with her.
What?
Yeah. Yep. I saw some shit today, you guys.
But like, bodies grow hair naturally.
No, only meds do.
Yeah, women are
No.
just hairless little dolphins.
We're hairless. We are hairless dolphins. The men will get riled, please.
They'll get mad at us.
They'll get mad at us. I don't have peach fuzz all over my face and mutton chops, pretty much. I don't.
I definitely don't have arm hair. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm definitely not like genuinely Italian hairy. What's up? Like, Now I'm just perpetuating stereotypes. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, all Italians that are like me. And you all are hairy and you know it.
I definitely didn't get my mustache plucked today.
Thunder did not have a mustache appointment today. How dare you?
I did not have a mustache appointment.
because women are naturally hairless.
Yes.
But also, I don't really eat meat, and I have arm hair, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe it's because I do eat like dairy. Maybe it's you have to be specifically vegan. I've also seen that women aren't supposed to have periods. You only have periods if there's something wrong with you.
What?
Yes, and it's another case for veganism. If you're vegan, you don't have a period because that's the way we're supposed to eat. But periods are natural.
Literally the opposite of true.
Yes, it is. If you are in amenorrhea, you need to go to the doctor. That means if your period is suddenly not showing up, go to the doctor. That doesn't mean that you've unlocked a higher level of being.
Yeah, like isn't that usually like sudden fucking malnourishment?
Yeah, a big cause of amenorrhea is anorexia, or malnourishment in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah. And so yeah, guys, just let women be. I was going to say more words, just let them be. Leave them alone. Let them grow arm hair. Okay.
And mustache hairs.
And mustache hairs if they so choose.
Exactly.
And not mustache hairs if they so choose. Let women be. Okay, another thing about it, it's like we've been talking about women a lot. So being uncircumcised, also not unhygienic. As long as you're washing yourself correctly, you do not need... I see this constantly in Reddit comments, that being circumcised is more hygienic. Again, if you're washing yourself, you're fine. And like it's way more common in countries that are not America to not be circumcised.
Yeah, you've got the cereal man.
What?
Well, wasn't it Kellogg that like popularized circumcision?
I forgot about that. I only remembered his hatred of masturbation, but that was another thing. He wanted people to be circumcised because he thought it cut down on masturbation.
Yeah.
What?
Which doesn't.
Yeah, the guy who invented Kellogg's cereal did it so that people wouldn't masturbate as much, and he really pushed circumcision as being hygienic and more godly.
Also, sidebar, and I learned this. Actually, yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's why like soccer or football is a thing. Because they wanted a sport to where you didn't have to use your hands because they thought it would discourage masturbation.
What?
Yeah.
What?
A lot of it, the lengths people will go to discourage masturbation when it's like, can we just let people live?
Yeah, dude. Like, just let people masturbate, bro. Come on. Just let them do it. It's fine. You're not going to go blind. Your dick's not going to fall off. Your hands aren't going to get pustules on them. Like, whatever someone told you, you're fine. And, like, also, you don't get superpowers if you don't masturbate. I see all you people out there who are like, semen retention, blah, 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 blah. Stop it. You're being weird.
It's so weird. I don't want to spill my seed. Ew.
Yeah, don't say it like that. That is how they talk about it. Their life seed. Their precious essence. Fucking what?
I do also want to say there is a movie about fucking Kellogg and like his whole thing about anti-masturbation, and I kind of want to add that to the list of movies that we need to watch.
Oh my god!
Yes, to the list. To the list.
Yeah,
we have
I'll find out what it's called after this.
Yeah, we'll have Emily will have a Google and we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we have a list of movies we want to watch. And in case anyone is curious, let me see if I can name them from memory. I'm pulling it up to make sure I'm correct. Okay. May, Hercules, Chicago, Promising Young Woman.
Yes.
Fuck. I've seen more of them than that, and I can't remember what else is on it. Howl's Moving Castle, Moulin Rouge, I, Tanya, and Heathers. That's our movie list.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yep, I got them all. Fantastic. And so just in case you guys were curious what's going on in our DMs, it's that. Not in like a mild amount of bitching. Like a mild
Yeah.
amount.
And a lot of
Also-
anal talk.
A lot of anal talk because
Lots of
Thunder
anal
won't stop demanding butt stuff. She won't stop demanding it. Oh, okay. So another misconception that I had for like an embarrassingly long time, and I mean into my 20s, you guys, you can get pregnant on your period. It is entirely possible. It's not as likely. The chance is lowered, but you absolutely can. So let's just practice safe sex at all times.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't use the rhythm method. Like it comes up in a lot of the chat logs where they're like, "Oh, I know how to time it so that you won't get pregnant, and we don't have to use a condom." No one listen to anyone who says that to you, because there's lots of instances of people getting pregnant when it's not. Oh, it's not that, and not getting pregnant when it is that time. Like whether you're ovulating or not. Well, I mean, you have to be ovulating, but you ovulate at weird times. Like it's not always static. You can hope that it is, but it's not always static. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, like I'm going through probably what is perimenopause right now, and my period has no idea what it's doing. And so like it's just impossible to predict. And so you guys just please practice safe sex, please, please for me. Just think of me before you're about to do it, and then make good
Is that
choices.
really what you want?
No, it's not. I realized that as soon as I said it, it was terrible.
You know what? There are worse things to picture. I will be picturing Tish
No,
the next
Damn it.
time I'm about to do it.
If you're honest with yourself, you already were.
You're not wrong.
So that's the Tish's ego portion of the show. But yeah, you can get pregnant, and also you can get pregnant like if you don't even ejaculate inside the vagina. And did you guys know that too? Like you
What?
can get pregnant from pre-cum if there is anything in the urethra. If they have ejaculated and they haven't, like I think it's like 1 to 2 urinations, and it should be clear of active sperm after ejaculation. And if they haven't done that, you can get pregnant from pre-cum.
Well, you learn something new every day. I did not know that.
Yes. Again, pulling out is like, I don't know, like 60% effective, something like that. It's not great. But it's also somewhat effective. And if you take it all, like everything into consideration, the fact that, if you time it correctly, and I know I shouldn't even be saying that because people would be like, Tish said it was actually okay to do it raw. If you really think into it, I'm not doing probability statistics with you people. I'm not doing it.
Nor should you. It's not your
Yeah.
job. Well, it is, I guess, because we're talking about it. We've taken it upon ourselves to make it our job, but
True.
you know what I mean.
Okay, so my last point that I wanted to hit on, which we kind of already have, but I wanted to talk about how abstinence only isn't realistic education. And I was hoping, Thunder, that you could help me out with that, since you did not grow up with sex ed. I don't know actually what that sort of growing up is like. So if you could help me out here.
Yeah, well, it's awful. I was like, eventually I figured some shit out, but I don't know. I never had the sex talk. I don't know. I had to go off of what people were telling me and what I could. I was also too like afraid to Google stuff, because it's like I didn't really like want to know, but I did at the same time. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
I was like scared of my body, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of what that kind of education teaches. It teaches you to be afraid of the things that can happen to your body and to be afraid of your body itself.
Yeah, man. Because I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was just so like afraid of having sex. And like I'm glad I didn't have sex with the person who really wanted to have sex with me, because they sucked. Like as a human, they sucked, and I would have like regretted it.
Yeah.
But I was just terrified. And yeah, and then when I finally did lose my virginity, I felt like there was something wrong with me personally, because it's like, especially when you grow up in like a super Christian, super like super Christian home, you're taught that like your virginity is like the thing that's the most valuable thing about you, especially if you're a woman. So that definitely didn't give me a complex at all.
Yeah, I bet not. I mean, who would get a complex from that? Come on.
Who would, right? But yeah, it was not a good time. I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Yeah, which is why having access to sexual education is very important. And it does kind of loop back around to being a bit of a bummer, because one of the biggest reasons that you should want your children to have proper sex education is because that can help them when they're being groomed, which might happen. Statistically, it's not a great number. I don't know a lot of people that weren't in some way. And so having more knowledge combats the terrible sex ed or things that they will try to convince the child is true, even if they know damn well that it's not true. I've seen them just straight up lie, like, no, it won't hurt. Like, it actually feels better in the ass. Like, they'll just lie about it. And so having a proper sexual education will help them better determine whether somebody is lying to them or not. And it'll help them not hurt themselves if they do end up experimenting with sex kind of young.
And I think that's a good point too, is that if you have that sex ed, you figure out that, oh, this person's lying to me about this, then what else have they been lying to me about? And kind of helps break you out of that cycle of grooming.
That's
Yeah.
such a good point. I'm so glad you said that. Yeah, just like teach your kids to be smart. Don't hide things from them. Like you can have age appropriate conversations about hard subjects all the time. And more information, in my opinion, is never a bad thing.
Yeah, you should be having regular conversations with your kids, tough conversations, so that they know that tough conversations are okay and you'll get through them together. Which, I mean, somebody has to do that with me like all the time. Like, reassure me that tough conversations. And it's usually you two.
I think,
and usually it's calling my doctor. Listen, Tish, tough conversations have to happen. You have to call your doctor.
But then you get a treat after.
Yeah. And then Thunder allows me to have a treat if I do get on the phone.
Well, those are scary, man. I don't know anyone who likes to talk on the phone. Well, I don't mind it. What?
I said I don't either.
Yeah, like I'm always like, you can, like, I don't mind it, but I would rather just be texted, especially if it's like, I don't know, like something that could be a text, like I need a refill or something. I don't want to call you.
Yeah, I have to call for a refill, and it's so stupid. Why can't, like, this could be an email? Like, can we please?
But just going back to that, I think too that if you are open and honest with your kids like that, they're gonna feel safer coming to you, so that if something did happen, they can tell you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna be secretive. They're gonna try and hide these things, and it's only gonna make things worse.
Totally.
Yeah.
Also, oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't have a point. I was literally just saying, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's important to, really tell your kid that, okay, if someone is like talking to you in this way, you're not going to get in trouble. Like you're not the one that's going to be punished if someone is like talking to you inappropriately. Because I think it's what like dissuades a lot of kids from going to their parents about really tough stuff, like if they're being groomed or anything, is because they're afraid that they're going to be the ones to get in trouble. And I always told my kid, like, if these are the signs, this is what happens, like, like internet safety rules, and just stress you're not going to be the one to get in trouble if like that's not on you if someone is talking to you inappropriately.
Because I think we see that. Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think we see that in just about every chat log, in that, like, the groomer always seems to try and turn that on the kid And yeah, I don't want your mum finding out because you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, they're always like, we'll both get in trouble. Like
Yeah.
you'll get in so much trouble if you tell. Like, and that was exactly why I didn't say
Mhm.
anything when it was happening to me, because my mom was like crazy about the internet. And so I wasn't allowed to have a MySpace. I had one in secret. I wasn't allowed to be on like chatting programs like AOL, Instant Messenger, or Yahoo or whatever. I wasn't allowed to have those. And so I had to sneak all of that. And so in order to tell my mom that this was happening to me, I'd have to admit to doing all this stuff that I wasn't allowed to do. And I know for a fact that she would have grounded me for it and probably taken away the internet completely, which that's not the right thing to do there. And I wish I could have like trusted her to like not over freak out and punish me for it.
Yeah. Does
Mhm.
your sorry if this is like out of line, or just let me know. Does your mom know now about the grooming that you went through, or is does she still in the dark about that?
She knows about like she knows that it happened. She doesn't really know like what I would say is the gritty details of it, and she doesn't know the extent of it. Um, because I when I started like having that conversation with her, I could kind of see the toll that it was taking on her,
Mm,
and I sort of self-censored on that. Like it's not that I didn't feel like open enough. I had gone through a lot of therapy for it myself, and I didn't want to put her through it. And so I was like, yeah, like some things happened. It really wasn't that bad.
it was
Um,
that bad. Mm, baby
yeah,
Tish.
poor baby Tish.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah,
baby Tish.
Baby Tish needed to be better armed than she was, which is why I'm so crazy about it now. Because I just believed whatever they told me because they were adults.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, this, I mean, why would I not believe this adult? This man is 42. Like, he knows more about the world than me. I mean, he's older than my parents. So, like, obviously, he has to know everything that's right. And so, even though I had like very good sex ed when I was in high school, I had very good sex ed, but it's one of those things where you don't usually retain a lot for like after you're done with a class. I had it freshman year, and then things would fade in my memory. And so when groomers would say, "Oh, it actually works like that," I'd be like, "Does it? Oh, they must know." And so like I would end up with some backwards stuff that I'd have to get worked back out like later in life.
Mhm.
Mhm. And I do think that that's another really important thing to teach your kids is not every grown up is a good, safe person.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
every grown up has your best interests in mind. Not every grown up is going to tell you the truth.
and not all grown-ups have authority over them.
Yes. You don't have to do what an adult tells you to do, what every single adult tells you to do.
Yeah. And like
Mhm.
kids need to know that. They need to believe in their own bodily autonomy and their free will. Like there are certain people that they do have to obey. Like when their teacher says sit down, they have to sit down. If a random man at the park says come with me, they don't know how to fucking do that.
Exactly.
And so, do you guys have any other points
I
that
think
you like to bring up?
just building on that, I think it also depends on what you're being told to do in that context. Because yes, if a teacher tells you to sit down in class, then yes, you should do it. But again, if a teacher tells you to come with them, after school or something, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, you don't
Hmm.
have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really important to like teach your kids is who and what to listen to and who
Mhm.
to obey and listen to and what is a red flag in an adult. That's really important, and that sort of education should start very young.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah,
So
I'm so
yeah,
glad
you
we
guys,
can talk about this. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you guys have anything else you'd like to add?
Nothing comes to mind. I'm glad to be here and I'm glad that we're having these conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope
Um,
that at least one person that listens to this is like learns something and is helped by it. Like that's
mhm.
what I would really enjoy.
Hmm.
I did get pinged in the Discord while we've been recording, and I don't know if it's a joke or not, but someone asked, "Where's the clit hole?"
Oh yeah. Hey, Poppy, listen. It is up and to the left. When you're in there, when you're under the hood, you're gonna see just a mess of flaps. Okay, don't get discouraged. The flaps are okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the left of the flap, and then we're gonna go up a little bit. You're gonna get a protractor out. You're gonna measure exactly 45-degree angle, and you're gonna find it right there. X is gonna mark your spot. It's like somewhere like, again, it's up and to the left, but it's like kind of like mid hip. And it's right there, and that's where you're going to want to do sex at.
Is that the inner
Do
clit
the
or the outer
sex.
clit?
Is that the inner clit or the outer clit? God. Okay, so there's at least 40 in there. And I'm gonna say about 15 are inner ones. That one that you're gonna find at that particular X, that's a switch. That one, that's an innie until it becomes aroused, and then it's an outie. So that's what you're gonna look for. You're gonna look for, like, it's gonna look kind of like a meerkat popping its head up. That's what you're gonna look for when you get. So yeah, we asked for questions, and the only one we got was, "Where's the clit hole?" Which is crazy because I feel like people like are gonna listen to this and learn a lot and be like, "I didn't even know I needed to ask that." And see, we're almost to the end, and I told you guys there was gonna be less anal.
God damn it.
But
Thunder, we can make it up now.
let's not forget, everybody. I just want to say, if somebody enjoys being pegged, listen to me. If someone enjoys being pegged, that does not mean that they're secretly gay. I saw some bullshit earlier in the Discord that somebody posted in the chat logs, and they were like, "Oh, so Cody Green is definitely not into guys," when he talked about putting a vibrator up his butt. Hey, pegging is a straight activity.
Yes.
It's called other things when other people do it. I mean, it can be a bisexual activity as well. Like, for being honest, it's more of a bisexual activity because we're weirdos. And yes, I'm comfortable being a monolith with that one. I think every bisexual person listening is like, yeah, I'm a weirdo. Like, look at in that deep, dark, truthful mirror. We're weirdos, right? Yeah, we're weirdos. And that is not biphobic or bi erasure. I think that we have earned that reputation for being total weirdos. So yeah,
I'm okay with it.
yeah, I'm cool with it. And I speak for all bisexual people, which you're all very welcome. You all have to pay taxes because you live in the kingdom of Tish's bisexual kingdom, which I could not think of a funny name for that quickly, so it didn't happen. Sorry, guys, that joke didn't work. So, you win some, you lose some. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will answer them, or Mally will answer them, or Thunder will answer them. If you have a question for one of us in specific, please let us know. And also let us know what you would like us to cover on a future sex education kink and consent. Next time we can get into some different kinks that like how to do certain kinks safely and how to maintain consent during them. We could do that if you guys are interested. So yeah, just let me know anything that you would like to hear. Otherwise, we're gonna pick it. And it's probably gonna be more anal sex because Thunder's gonna insist on butt stuff.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, also topics for just like more special interest things.
Oh yeah. Let us know what you guys like. If you are an expert in some field and you have a real passion, would like to talk about it, send me an email. Or if you're in the Discord, send me a message. We can talk about having you on the show. Like whatever it is that you're interested in, whatever it is that you're passionate about, I'd like to learn about it. And like you can come on and teach me about it. So yeah. Anything else that we're supposed to add at the beginning? Subscribe to Malice, obviously. I would say subscribe to me, but if you're not, I don't know why the fuck you're listening to this. You should be, you idiots. Because it just makes sense. And you should also be subscribed to Malice if you're listening to this, because that just makes sense too. So please do that. Enjoy the thumbnail. I already made it, so I know it's cute.
Super cute.
It is
It
so
is.
cute. And yeah, so that is our episode of Sex Education, Kink, and Consent. Is there anything else you ladies like to add before we wrap up?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm also good.
Fantastic. Well, I love you guys, and I will see you
Aw.
guys in the next one. Do you want to say goodbye?
Love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I know where we're going, but it's anyone's guess. The party's just started, and I'm already a mess. Maybe it's karma, or maybe dumb luck. Either way, this is perfect, and I don't give a fuck. I'm just looking for fun, but it's getting too late. You're just playing a game, and I'm taking the bait. So just have a seat